So in February 2021, I decided to basically undertake a hobby that I've seen many people make videos on, and that is journaling. And I thought I was going to have all these nice things going on. I was going to feel really good about myself journaling because that's what people have said in YouTube videos, right? But it ended up being completely different, and I'm going to be sharing with you all my experience of journaling for 30 days straight and what it taught me and what are the lessons I've learned, and is journaling really for you, and is it or not? So if you're interested to find out my lessons and the 5 things that I've learned, then please keep watching this video till the end. Before I share my experiences or the 5 things that I've learned, I want to basically talk about the definition of what means actually journaling. So what does journaling actually mean? It means writing down your thoughts and feelings to understand them more clearly. So that means that basically you're just writing it down, and everything that you basically think of, every thoughts that you have, every reflection, every negative thinking, everything in between, you basically write it down in a piece of paper or an A5 journal or whatever that might be. You're just writing it down to understand them more clearly. So now, who is journaling for? Journaling is for anyone who is anxious, depressed, or stressed, or loves writing in general, and these are the people that can actually love journaling in the first place. Now that I've basically covered the definition and who is it for, I'm going to be now talking about the 5 things that I've learned in terms of journaling and why honestly did not work for me. And I'm going to be truly honest in all my videos. So these are the 5 things that I've learned. As I've mentioned before, these are going to be all my experience-based lessons that I've learned. So the first thing is that the fact that sometimes for you to really write journaling, it requires consistency, and you have to be fully satisfied with whatever you're writing, because sometimes I felt like in some cases I was basically writing, but there will be some days when I did not really feel like writing, and I wanted to deal with my problems, closely and not writing it down, because I'm not the type of a person who really likes writing, handwriting and stuff. So you have to be really someone who is really consistent first of all, and someone who is really fully satisfied with whatever you write, because sometimes I felt like I was not writing a full page, and if this is an A5 page, I would write a half of it, and because that was half of it only, I would feel questioning myself like, wait, is this it? Am I supposed to write more? Am I supposed to write less? So that can put you in a confusing situation and make your situation worse, honestly. So if you're somebody who is not consistent or does not really like handwriting things, or you just find that you're not going to be fully satisfied knowing that sometimes you will have to write only 1 sentence and that's it for the day, then this journaling might not be for you. But this was the first thing that I've learned. If you're somebody who does journaling, then the next thing that you might be wanting to be aware of is the fact that you have to know whether to write your thoughts in the morning or in the night. So do you want to talk about the things that you basically want to pull it all out and dump it all out on the paper before starting your day, or you want to actually write whatever happened to you on the day and write it at night? So you have to basically decide that. And sometimes I feel like to write it in the morning, sometimes I feel like to write it in the evening, but I feel like you have to be consistent in terms of when do you want to write it. So do you want to write it before or after, before going to sleep or after you're woken up? So you have to really make sure that you're basically program that in your brain as well, and you plan that very well, because sometimes that can be confusing. So you have to basically stay consistent in terms of that as well. So if you're somebody who does not really have the time sometimes in the morning to write in the morning your journaling, then you might do it in the night. But obviously sometimes you may feel like to write it in the evening. So you have to really decide for yourself when to do that. But obviously I was confused, so I was writing at any time, which was not really that great. So that will be the second thing that I've learned. So the third thing that I've learned in terms of journaling for 30 days is the fact that I only prefer writing good things and positive things and not negative things at all. So there were some days when I was feeling my lowest or my worst, and writing those things down in a piece of paper and handwriting them on top of that was a really big challenge for me, because I did not really want to write negative things and hang on to those things or start my day in that negative note or something. But some people might say that that's a really good way for you to start your day, because you're taking out all of your negative thoughts and everything. But for me, that was a really bad way to start the day, honestly, writing it down and just doing that, because I only prefer writing positive good things about myself or positive affirmations in general. So if you're the type of a person who might get a bit anxious or might get even more depressed by writing negative things down and really pouring it down and everything, then basically I think journaling is not really for you in a way. But yeah, for me that was another big reason as to why I did not really like journaling in the past 30 days, because I was just writing negative things and I did not really like negative things. That doesn't mean that bad days don't happen to me, but I just prefer accepting them internally, or or telepathically or psychically, rather than writing it down in a 3D. So that will be the third thing that I learned. Fourth thing that I've learned is the fact that if you're somebody who likes to talk about or express your feelings or your negative emotions or however you're feeling to a person, to a physical person, or by talking to someone in general, and you do not really like writing, as I've mentioned before, then journaling is not really for you, as it is not for me, for example, because whenever I feel negative or I have negative emotions or overthinking, what I like to do is something which is really, really funny, is the fact that I try to get out the phone, my iPhone, and then I basically put it next to me, across me like this, and I start talking to it and video record myself. And that can be like a online or a video call way of journaling, because I prefer it that way to express myself rather than handwriting them, because then I have a physical copy of it or a video copy of it myself, and I can look back at it as well. But obviously people who love writing and people who do not really like expressing their emotions to others and stuff, I think that journaling can be a really good way for you to get your thoughts out and get everything dumped in. I think the next thing that the journaling does is basically what I've learned is the fact that it just dumps all your problems in one page, but it does not provide any solution. So whenever I used to write in my journaling or in my A5 notebook or whatever, I was basically writing down my thoughts down all the time, but I was not getting any solution out of it. And for that, I had to basically research. I may have to talk to someone. I may have had to, do certain things to get that problem sorted or something like that. So if you're journaling, and you will realize definitely that I'm not lying at this, that you just basically take out all of your thoughts and stuff, but you're not really giving yourself any solution that, I'm feeling depressed, so this is what I'm going to do right now. So that's not how you write in journaling. You just basically write like a diary entry almost on whatever you're feeling, but you're not providing any solutions. So that's why I felt like journaling was not really up to my mark, or something that I'm going to be continuing in the future or from today onwards, because it is something that I do not really feel comfortable doing, and I do not feel comfortable handwriting my stuff, nor do I feel comfortable with my handwriting itself, because it's not really that great. So if you're up to the mark with me, or if you agree with me, then please comment down below as well. But if you also disagree with me and how journaling has changed your life, then please comment down below at that as well, because I'm open to different people's opinions, and I accept everyone's opinions is going to be different and stuff. So yeah, so basically definitely make sure that you have your thoughts down in the comment section. This brings me to today's video, or end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it and you found this video a bit more helpful or valuable in some kind of way. And if you find it, then please like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I post this kind of videos on a weekly basis, and I'm sure you don't want to miss any of them out, because this channel is all about law school, productivity and self-growth kind of videos. And if you want to find out the scheduling of my videos and how much or how many times I'm going to be uploading and what kind of videos, then please do check out the about section of my YouTube channel, which is right here. And yeah, you will be able to see whenever I upload. But other than that, I will see you in my next week's video.